So in this section, you will learn, number one, what is forex trading, who are the biggest players in forex trading, the advantages of forex trading over the other markets like stocks, and what are the forex market hours. So let's get started. So first and foremost, what is forex trading? Well, forex stands for foreign exchange, in case you haven't realized it yet. It is simply an exchange of one currency for another. And you might be thinking, why do I want to exchange currencies, Rainer? Very simple. Let's say, for example, you want to go on a vacation. And let's say you're in the US and you want to come to Singapore for a holiday. Well, guess what? If you bring your US dollars into Singapore and buy a bowl of noodles, the lady will give you the, like what you're trying to do, man. So clearly, right, you can't use US dollars in Singapore. So what you need to do is to go to a money changer, maybe in the US, and what you'll do is sell your US dollars in exchange for Singapore dollars. And then you can, come to Singapore, have a nice holiday, have a bowl of noodles, rice, and, have fun. So that's pretty much, one example of forex trading, or rather, the exchange of currency and what the purpose is for. On the other hand, for corporations, let's say a company like Toyota who produces car, let's say they need to buy some rubber for their tires, for example, okay? And they in Japan, right? Maybe they are not a producer of rubber, and they need to go to India to buy some rubber for their cars. So what do Toyota Corporation do? What they'll do is they will sell their yen in exchange for Indian rupee. So they can use that Indian rupee, go to India and buy some rubber for their tires. Make sense? So that's another example of forex trading. One is from a retail perspective and one is from a corporation perspective. And this is a $6.6 trillion market. The forex market is a $6.6 trillion market. Look at the number of zeros, my man. It has more. The number of zeros is even more than the hair I have on my head. So that's a huge, huge market. So who are the players of forex trading? So let me just give you a very simple chart, right, to kind of break down who trades the forex market. So you can see over here, primarily the forex markets are traded by the major banks. This could be due to hedging their portfolios, filling their meeting their requirements of their clients, like commercial companies, which I'll explain shortly. This could forex market is also traded by hedge funds for speculative purposes, maybe to hedge their portfolios, and done by commercial companies, for example like Toyota, as I've mentioned earlier. So for example, how does commercial companies and bank work hand in hand? So very simple. So let's say a company like, again, Toyota, they know they need, let's say they want to buy rubber from India. They can't use yen in India because, the Indians might think, what is this piece of paper, right? Am I supposed to make a paper plane out of this? No. So what Toyota will do is they might go to a bank and say, hey, I need to exchange, X number of yens, right, in exchange for Indian rupee. So the commercial bank will go to, the commercial company will go to the bank, right, and settle this transaction. So this is how they kind of work interrelated together. And of course, banks can trade within among one another to hedge their portfolio and stuff like that. And finally, at the bottom of the food chain, you have the retail traders like us who go into this for maybe speculative purposes. Could be going for vacation, need to change a bit of currencies. So yeah, this is largely what are the players in the forex markets do. So advantages of forex trading. So what are the advantages? Number one, right, it is low barrier to entry. So you can start with as little as $100. So unlike futures or stocks where you probably would have to start with a larger amount, for forex trading, right, to open an account, $100, right, is, I would say, enough, right, to open an account. It has high liquidity, so you can enter and exit your trades easily. So if you trade forex and you want to buy, let's say, a currency pair like euro dollar, you can pretty much get at the price, right, that you see on your screen. Unlike certain markets like, let's say, penny stock, sometimes market is moving quickly or market is illiquid. When you thought you buy at $100, right, end up you buy the stock at $105 due to slippages and stuff like that. So in forex trading, you still have slippages, but I would say it's lesser compared to the stock markets. Then the market is open 24/5 for forex, right? You can trade pretty much anytime you want, unlike the stock markets, which is just open for a fixed number of hours in a day. So what are the forex market hours? So as mentioned, right, forex is open 24 hours, 5 days a week. So it's open from Sunday to Friday, right? Depending on where you are in the world. If you're like me in Singapore, it's open from Monday to Friday. Monday to Saturday. If you're in US, then you'll be from Sunday to Friday because of the hours in the forex market, because of your time zone. So what are the forex market hours? Okay, so let me just break this down so you can understand this chart. So first one over here is the daylight saving time. So this refers to the summer months in US, okay, in the overseas, in other countries. In Singapore, we don't have daylight saving time, so this is a bit new to you if you are in Asia. And the time that we use to depict the hours, we use GMT over here. Okay, so for example, let's say London market, right? For summer period, the London session, right, starts at 7 a.m. GMT and ends at 4 p.m. GMT. So 1600, right, is in essence, right, 4 p.m. if you convert it. Okay, for New York, it starts at 12 p.m. GMT, the New York session, and it ends at 9 p.m. GMT, New York session. So you can see how this table, right, breaks down the different forex sessions and their open and closing hours. So this is for daylight savings time during the summer period. And for standard time, right, during the winter period, right, the hours, right, are slightly different. They are different by an hour. So if you look now at London again, now we open at 8 a.m. whereas previously it opened at 7 a.m. Okay, so previously 7 a.m. here. So during winter months, right, it starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. For New York, it starts at 1 p.m. and ends at 10 p.m. So you can see this table here, I would say it's useful, right, to know, what time a certain forex market session opens or closes in your particular time zone. And some of you might be wondering, hey Rainer, how do I know whether is it a winter or summer period? Simple, just Google. If you Google, right, then you know whether, hey, is it now standard time or is it daylight savings time? So I'm not going to put that down here because it really depends on the time of the year. So let's do a quick recap. Number one, forex trading is simply an exchange of one currency for another. It's traded by banks, corporations, brokers, and retail traders like you and me. Forex trading has a low barrier to entry, high liquidity, and the market is open 24/5. And finally, the forex market hours are broken down into 4 different sessions: the Sydney session, the Tokyo, London, and New York. And one thing to add, right, a bonus thing is that the most volatile session, right, in the forex market is during the London and New York overlap. So it's actually during these few hours from here to here, because both the London and the New York session are open, and these are kind of like the biggest financial markets in the world. So a lot of transactions are going on during these forex market hours. And if you look at the forex charts, like the 15 minutes or the 1 hour time frame, you can see that during this period, right, the candles, right, are moving a lot more during this few hours of the day. So just one additional thing to share with you. Okay, so we have done the recap. So that's pretty much it.